morning, YouTubers, friends, followers, subscribers, my Trevorites, my lovers, my haters, those of you that are wasted spacers, chicken chasers, master something else. Anyway, have a great day. And the methane haters and the hostage haters. What a great day it is. Yes. Friday. It's the start of the weekend. And the emails have been pouring in. I'm glad a lot of you liked yesterday's upload. Yeah. I sat down and looked at things coming in and tried to work a lot. And then yesterday I looked at more stuff and more stuff. I've got loads of emails coming in about the same subject. And it's been, I'll use the word mental. It's been mental, should I say. But it's not just that going on in the world, is there? There's lots of things going on in the world. Hi, Jesus. Welcome. Yep. TikTok. Many of you have children on TikTok. Some of you are on TikTok. Well, we know the NHS are on TikTok, don't we? And the police and the fire brigade and all the frontline services, because that's where they do their dance routines. Right. A new craze has hit TikTok where children, ready, force their way into people's houses and then try and film their reaction. It's scaring the life out of elderly people. Now, make sure you tell your children not to do it. For a start, if you did that in my house, truthfully, I would batter you to death. If you do it in houses in America, you'll probably get shot. Right? If you do it to houses, I believe they're probably picking their, I'll call them victims. Children are picking their victims where they know they can go into a house and it'll be safe. One day they'll pick the wrong house though, and they'll be battered and they'll end up they'll end up probably in a waiting room for 12 hours in the NHS, bleeding to death. Don't do it. Tell your kids not to do it. It's a stupid craze. What else? Ben Wallace, yes, the UK Defence Secretary, has come out with a ludicrous statement. I write it all down. So Ben Wallace has stated that Russia now could sabotage the West's infrastructure undersea. Their energy, I don't get this, their energy and communication lines could be sabotaged by Russia. Well, I think that's a silly statement from Ben Wallace when it's now been 99.9% proven that it was the Americans that sabotaged the Nord Stream pipeline. I don't see Ben Wallace speaking out about the US. Listen, I've got loads of friends in the United States. I love the country, but I'll tell you what, it's dangerous. It's dangerous for a country that goes around the world telling the world's police, telling the world you must not do that, democracy. And America has more military bases on the planet than any other country. It seems that if you don't fall in line with America's policies, then you're a terrorist or an enemy. And you know what? My American friends might not like that, but it's a fact. So I don't think America should be telling anyone what to do. I mean, they made up false things to invade Iraq. They handed everything to the Afghanistan. And they mess up everywhere they go. And I've worked with them. They might be great soldiers. They might be great at what they do. But unfortunately, the American democracy in the White House has always had its own agenda. Like most countries, I would suppose. But there we go. I'm just saying, don't go around telling people to fear Russia. If anything, we should fear what comes out of the White House. That's just my opinion. There we go. Right, what else? Potholes. Now, I don't know what's happening in the US or Canada or Spain or Germany. I don't care either about your roads. I really don't. I care about the roads where I live. Where I live is saturated with potholes. Well, check this out. Last year, councils and government had to pay out over 300 million in compensation to drivers that cause issues on the roads. Cars hitting potholes. And I wrote it down here. 200,000 injuries last year in the UK. There was 94 people killed when their vehicle hit a pothole and veered off the road. 94 people killed. 300 million compensation would have been enough money to fill, ready? And I have read this and done my research. The 300 million paid out in compensation would have been enough money to fill 5 million potholes. Why aren't they doing it? Why aren't they doing it? Politicians are shitheads. They really are. All of them. regardless of political party or agenda, they're all the same. They're all in it for themselves. They don't join up to go. People don't... Gone are the days we went into politics and go, I'm going to fix my community. People now look at it and go, what's it worth me getting involved in this? What's the wage? What's the expenses? They work it out. Right, what else? Adidas. Oh, Adidas have decided to follow the same route as Nike. Adidas have now got a male. They have a penis, so they're a male. A female transsexual, transgender, to model their new Pride swimwear. That's going to fall apart now because women want swimwear to fit them. You're alienating 99% of your customers in a swimsuit by bending a knee to those that have mental health issues. There we go. Everything I put in here, everything I mention here is my opinion based on the stories which are in the media. Okay? You might not like my opinion, but at the end of the day, I don't care what you like. If you don't like my opinion, don't watch my channel. There we go. I'll never take a knee to a minority. I wouldn't take a knee to anyone. I didn't even take a knee to the Queen of England. There we go. I actually bowed. So there we go. What else is going on? A 4-star hotel. Check this out, people. This is our government, UK government. A 4-star hotel in Hertfordshire called Needham House has closed its doors to the public. Yes, it just cancelled 11 weddings. It's just cancelled 11 weddings and dozens of engagements because the Home Office have crossed their palm with silver and said, close your doors, here's a massive paycheck, taxpayer funded, and we want you to house 203 migrants. The hotel jumped at the chance to make a couple of million quid and they decided to go, okay, we'll take your money, tell everyone it's cancelled. I'm going to be honest with you, if I was a family and I had booked that hotel for a wedding and it was coming up to a wedding, I would sue the hotel. What we now need is 11 families, right, and all the other engagements to sue the hotel. And you'll get back the money that that hotel has done because it's done it on purpose. That's what I would do. Fight fire with fire. The Home Office are disgusting. To house 203 migrants? Fucking send them back. Ridiculous how ordinary people are suffering. People save up for years for weddings. Years for weddings. They get that venue booked. Everything's going smoothly. And then what? We choose illegal aliens over our own people. It's disgusting. Yeah. Well, I hope everyone in the area of Hertfordshire knows Needham House and decides not to give it their business any longer. Stick with loyal hotels. That's what I would do. Stick with loyal hotels. And the story which is hitting the headlines, the big one, is the near catastrophic car crash. I did a video about it. I spoke about it yesterday. But things are falling out more and more and more. Harry and Meghan have written off to photographers and demanded they hand over the footage and photographs to the Crown. You're not in the Crown anymore, you lunatic. No, you're not. You're not part of it. You can't use things done by the Crown. You must hand over your belongings to the Crown. I mean, what type of a delusional, narcissistic fool are these two people to think they can demand? The mayor of New York has said, there's no way that happened. Even the taxi driver has come out and said, what? It would have been funny, though, had the taxi driver have said something along the lines of, well, recollections may vary. That would have been bingo. But no. No one in New York seen the car chase. And even Royal Protection Squad officers have come out and said, I don't understand what's happened. Why would they get out of their protected SUV with tinted windows and bodyguards to jump into a New York taxi? It didn't make sense. It seems this was a pre-planned exercise where Harry filmed things for Netflix or for something he's doing. So it was, and I would say, premeditated. Yes, it was. What an idiot. And it's falling apart now. It's falling apart. The world is looking at this and going, wow, is there anything they won't make up? To go down the same road and to use the same language as your mother's death, shows me that this guy is not well. They both are not well. And for someone to say that surrounded by media triggers him, quite simple, lunatic. Stop going to events which are televised. Stop going to events where there's paparazzi everywhere. If that's your trigger point, stay away from it. Or have you also lied about your mental health? I think you've lied about your mental health to say it's worse than what it is. And your mental health is not brought on by combat, certainly. And it's not brought on by your mother dying, quite clearly, because you're still doing stuff that you said triggered you. Your mental health is brought on probably by your wife. Probably by your wife. And maybe you weren't well anyway. Maybe you're just an ordinary mentalist. In my opinion, clearly, I'm without prejudice. Okay. Right, people. It's time to go. It's time to go. It's time to go. And for those of you that say, including my own mother, Trevor, I love your brooch. Can I have one? Well, I bought this brooch in a charity shop. Ready? The British Heart Foundation were selling these during the coronation. I walked past the window. I seen it there. I walked in. I said, can I have the brooch? It was the last one they had. I am asking for more, but these are available at the British Heart Foundation. There we go. Lovely. Lovely. Well, anyway, listen. Have a great day, everyone. Stay safe. And for those of you that do support my channel, I do appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you very much. And have a great day.